kicking with the coolest young man you can sit in. Going through some shit will get you right, come and listen. Y'all ain't messing with the starting five, who you kidding? Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Ladies, you could pull up, we could talk, give advice. Fellas, we could laugh, we could joke about life. Gut shake, Kyrie, Bella, Austin, get it right. Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Come and kick it with the coolest young man you can sit in. Going through some shit will get you right, come and listen. Y'all ain't messing with the starting five, who you kidding? Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Ladies, you could pull up, we could talk, give advice. Fellas, we could laugh, we could joke about life. Gut shake, Kyrie, Bella, Austin, get it right. Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Come and kick it with the coolest young man you can sit in. Going through some shit will get you right, come and listen. Y'all ain't messing with the starting five, who you kidding? Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Ladies, you could pull up, we could talk, give advice. Fellas, we could laugh, we could joke about life. Gut shake, Kyrie, Bella, Austin, get it right. Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Come and kick it with the coolest young man you can sit in. Going through some shit will get you right, come and listen. Y'all ain't messing with the starting five, who you kidding? Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Ladies, you could pull up, we could talk, give advice. Fellas, we could laugh, we could joke about life. Gut shake, Kyrie, Bella, Austin, get it right. Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Come and kick it with the coolest young man you can sit in. Going through some shit will get you right, come and listen. Y'all ain't messing with the starting five, who you kidding? Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Ladies, you could pull up, we could talk, give advice. Fellas, we could laugh, we could joke about life. Gut shake, Kyrie, Bella, Austin, get it right. Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Come and kick it with the coolest young man you can sit in. Going through some shit will get you right, come and listen. Y'all ain't messing with the starting five, who you kidding? Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Ladies, you could pull up, we could talk, give advice. Fellas, we could laugh, we could joke about life. Gut shake, Kyrie, Bella, Austin, get it right. Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Come and kick it with the coolest young man you can sit in. Going through some shit will get you right, come and listen. Y'all ain't messing with the starting five, who you kidding? Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Ladies, you could pull up, we could talk, give advice. Fellas, we could laugh, we could joke about life. Gut shake, Kyrie, Bella, Austin, get it right. Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Come and kick it with the coolest young man you can sit in. Going through some shit will get you right, come and listen. Y'all ain't messing with the starting five, who you kidding? Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Ladies, you could pull up, we could talk, give advice. Fellas, we could laugh, we could joke about life. Gut shake, Kyrie, Bella, Austin, get it right. Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Come and kick it with the coolest young man you can sit in. Going through some shit will get you right, come and listen. Y'all ain't messing with the starting five, who you kidding? Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Ladies, you could pull up, we could talk, give advice. Fellas, we could laugh, we could joke about life. Gut shake, Kyrie, Bella, Austin, get it right. Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Come and kick it with the coolest young man you can sit in. Going through some shit will get you right, come and listen. Y'all ain't messing with the starting five, who you kidding? Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Ladies, you could pull up, we could talk, give advice. Fellas, we could laugh, we could joke about life. Gut shake, Kyrie, Bella, Austin, get it right. Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Come and kick it with the coolest young man you can sit in. Going through some shit will get you right, come and listen. Y'all ain't messing with the starting five, who you kidding? Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Ladies, you could pull up, we could talk, give advice. Fellas, we could laugh, we could joke about life. Gut shake, Kyrie, Bella, Austin, get it right. Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Come and kick it with the coolest young man you can sit in. Going through some shit will get you right, come and listen. Y'all ain't messing with the starting five, who you kidding? Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Ladies, you could pull up, we could talk, give advice. Fellas, we could laugh, we could joke about life. Gut shake, Kyrie, Bella, Austin, get it right. Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Come and kick it with the coolest young man you can sit in. Going through some shit will get you right, come and listen. Y'all ain't messing with the starting five, who you kidding? Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Ladies, you could pull up, we could talk, give advice. Fella, the coolest young man you can sit in. Going through some shit will get you right, come and listen. Y'all ain't messing with the starting fans and them. Ladies, you can pull up, we could talk, give advice. Fellas, we could laugh, we could joke about life. Gut shake, Kyrie, Bella, Austin, get it right. Yeah, it's your mans and them. It's your mans and them. Come and kick it with the coolest young man you can sit in. Going through some shit will get you right. Come and listen. Y'all ain't messing with the starting five. Who you kidding? Yeah, it's your man.
5, 4, 3, 2, and you are now watching Yah Mans and Them live. I'm your man's Gus the Third.
I'm your man's Bello.
I'm your man's Austin Felix. Damn.
Yeah, bro, you got a little. Yo, it's them wings.
I'm your man's Austin Felix.
I'm your man's Kyrie.
And I'm your man Shakespeare.
And this is the show you've been waiting for.
Hey! What do you mean the show you've been waiting for?
It's your Mans and Them live. Thanks, man.
Relax.
It's not your turn, bro.
Relax.
If you bite me and give me Haitian monkey disease, I'm gonna punch you.
Wow, that was nice. It's not your turn. It's Gus' turn.
I'm cool. I don't need that.
This nigga got a fresh haircut and don't.
Gus is the bigger person. You got a fresh haircut. You want to be the bigger person today.
Are you gonna repeat what he just said?
I see your waves though, bro. They coming in.
And I see that.
Facts.
Stop trying to call him sexy.
They really coming in.
He trying to.
Yeah,
just call me. Just call me sexy.
What's up, YouTube family?
YouTube, what up? Yo, we got to shout out. We on Spotify too. We got to shout out Spotify.
We on Apple Podcasts.
We on Apple Podcasts.
Apple
We on
Podcasts
Spotify. We on the Google.
We on the cool.
The Google.
We on Google?
Yeah, we on Google.
Google what?
Google got
Play?
podcasts?
I don't know. Yeah, Google got
Oh,
Any
Google
of us
Play.
have Google phones?
No.
Shout out to people who have Samsung.
Boo.
No shout out to y'all.
Nah, man. Hey, I don't forget my roots. I came from that.
You came from Google?
I came from Samsung.
Oh yeah, me too.
I came from Nokia.
You privileged if you started with
Nokia?
an iPhone.
Word.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I started with a
well,
track phone.
you really
Actually,
late in the game.
I didn't start with an iPhone until a little later, but I had like Sidekicks, Blackberries.
Sidekicks, yeah.
Hmm.
I never
You had a BlackBerry?
Yeah, I
That's
love
for
my
old
Blackberry.
people.
I had a BlackBerry too.
I didn't want to get rid of it.
I never
The
thought
fucking
a
middle
BlackBerry
button broke.
Young kids have Blackberries, bro.
Sidekicks, yeah. Blackberries?
Yeah.
Austin always had a Metro PCS phone.
Yo,
Always.
Blackberries was popping.
Why
Always
you
had a
making
Metro.
yourself younger than what you are, bro?
Metro PS.
You are.
Y'all was dying for Blackberry
You
phones?
are middle aged.
Yeah.
I was on the Android.
I got the BlackBerry before it got popping
G1.
though.
I had the G1, the
I
shit
got-
that slides up.
With the BlackBerry?
The Razr.
No, the G1. It was big. It was an ugly phone. It was an Android, but that's what I had.
How
That
y'all
shit-
guys doing though?
That shit helped me.
We all got iPhones now.
I'm good, man. How are you?
Seems like since we all got iPhones, we're all privileged.
Yo,
and we're
it
all
definitely
wealthy.
feels different talking into a mic. I really like
Wait,
it.
you didn't talk into the mic before?
I'm saying like now that I have a mic in front of me.
Yeah, because he was like, oh, why you change your voice now that you're on the mic?
It feels different. Like I feel like I want to have more of a conversation.
I mean, if
Why
you're
do you-
speaking,
why do
if
you
you're
have
speaking
to
on
talk
the
on
mic,
the
you
whole
can't be like
show?
doing that. You can't be doing that shit.
Why do you have a mic?
You can't do that. We're gonna hear
just
you.
had chicken.
You don't need a mic though.
I'm actually contemplating giving it back to Austin.
Give it
'cause
back
I feel
to
like I
Austin.
have too much power right now.
Austin ain't gonna
Why?
talk.
I just feel
I hear
powerful.
you the
Okay,
same
Kanye,
exact
I
way.
feel like I got all 5 rings and I'm Thanos. Like, I feel like
Who's
I got
Thanos?
it. Yo, Shake, what's your problem, man?
You my problem, man.
You
Alright, ordering them up in court. Alright.
what?
Alright, usually we do the show on Wednesdays, but since the holiday reasons, we're gonna do the show.
Yeah,
Monday.
we're all leaving. Everybody's going away.
Wait,
Yeah.
where? I didn't know y'all going away.
I'm not going nowhere.
Gus is going away.
Yeah.
You going to Arkansas? Oh yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Yo,
Are you?
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Arkansas definitely sounds like
A
the
whack
place
ass
to.
place.
Y'all better put
It
some respect.
sounds
on
like
my
they have
name.
a real
Put
Thanksgiving.
some
there.
respect on where my
Arkansas.
parents
What's
come
that show
from.
with Tom and Jerry? It's not like that's not like the scenery. In Tom
What's the
and Jerry.
major city in Arkansas?
Don't know.
Arkansas City.
Oh, Little Rock.
Oh, it is
Of course, it's
Little Rock.
Little Rock.
Little Rock.
We're not even gonna talk about that shit. I don't know.
What's the
Little Rock.
population in Arkansas?
Yo, you the only person that I know that's ever been to like Arkansas
What's
That
the,
shit
On
don't sound
purpose.
safe.
on purpose. Like,
People usually drive through there or fly over.
no disrespect to the
I
parents,
think
but
people rather fly over.
Yeah.
yeah,
You ever been to Arkansas?
and not look
I
down.
don't ever want to.
Like
Wow.
Arkansas is one
It's
of those
actually
places
pretty-
you don't even
it's
look
actually
down
pretty close.
outside of the window. Like you don't even look out the window.
But how would you know if you never went?
And we're flying over
Arkansas
Arkansas.
has a 3 million population.
3 million?
Yeah.
They all cousins.
It's like 8 million people in New York City.
Okay.
Yo, Gus gonna come back different.
Like what?
He'll come back.
Morning!
He gonna come back. He gonna talk different on the show. He gonna talk straight. He not gonna have no hiccups.
What's it like there though? It's just like basic country life.
Yeah, it's the country.
Yeah.
I don't think it's any different from any other country, state.
Speak with your chest.
I mean, but No, yeah, it's the country. Country is
They
country
ride
does.
horses out there.
No, I don't. Not that
Nigga,
I know
if
of.
they ride horses in Central Park, they damn sure ride horses in Arkansas.
I mean, so tell me more about Arkansas.
You know you've been on the
Turtleneck.
back of a tractor before?
You have.
Tractor?
Yeah. I've never been on the back of a tractor.
Yes, you
A
have.
tractor?
Yeah.
He has.
You
He
don't know what a
has.
fucking tractor is?
And nigga back.
Yes, I
See,
know
what
what
y'all don't know about Shaq, he used to sling that.
What?
Oh, all right. Today we're gonna be talking about.
I was talking about drugs.
Was that shit you said?
Ain't crack. Booty crack.
Oh, here he go. He started.
All right, so
You're just a jerk. I'm really just stupid. I mean, not even
Once again, shout out to everybody that's watching. Shout out to YouTube. We live on YouTube.
Okay.
Drop some comments, yo. What's up? Show the
Facts.
love. Where the love
Shout out
at?
to everybody that's in the live chat right now.
yo, stop talking like that, man.
Shout out
is
to everybody
the
that's in
Hey,
the live
word,
chat
they
right
can't hear
now.
you.
They can definitely hear me.
All right, so did anybody hear about what Patrick Patterson
It's on the
said?
board and you still got it wrong.
Hey, I was trying to go off the dome. Patrick Patterson.
Yeah.
He has said some comments
Stop
recently.
yelling.
Sorry.
First of all, let's talk about who Patrick Patterson is.
Yo, don't tell me to shut up.
What? Patrick Patterson.
Oh, I
He's
told
a
you shut
bench
up.
warmer.
He's a bench warmer. He was on my old team.
Yo, he used
Oklahoma
to
City Thunder.
suck
Trash.
on the Thunder,
Super
yo.
trash.
Used to suck, still suck.
Now, he was actually not bad on the Raptors.
Nah, he sucked it.
Damn.
He
You
won.
like how the Rockets is playing?
Yeah, I do.
I don't feel Westbrook fits. I watched a whole game against the Clippers.
I like what I'm seeing. Like I like the pace that they're playing at, the
Yeah.
fast pace. I think later on in the season they're definitely gonna get it together.
Shit, guys.
I want to see
live.
Westbrook earlier on, like
Yeah.
get the ball, because literally it's James Harden the whole way.
Yeah, but it's always been like. I mean, it was
I know,
like
but
that was.
it's not working for
You
them.
gotta
though.
switch it up.
The
I mean, what are they, number 2
The
in the
Clippers
West?
is gonna be a problem. I think the Clippers gonna go because they're so deep. Like you.
But
got
what
this
team is
dude-
Patrick on?
He's on the Clippers.
Don't try to
He's
get
on the
back
Clippers?
to Patrick.
Alright, speaking
I'm
of
talking about the
Patrick.
Clippers. You didn't realize I'm talking about the Clippers.
Yo, Gus, just because you don't watch
The only
basketball,
Clippers
you
he
can't-
knows is just
The shits that you don't use, nigga.
Just because you don't
Nigga.
watch basketball.
Hey, yeah, niggas like, nigga.
Well,
Oh.
Patrick Patterson.
We got a comment. Somebody said they spotted the little Henny bottle on the.
She said, "Excuse me, no drinking on the show. I see that Henny on the floor. Yo, we not getting no money in. We gotta put that Henny bottle away."
Ah!
But anyway, Patrick Patterson. He,
Shout out to our sponsor.
Close attention
Never
to
stop.
detail. That's what I like.
that's right. Speaking into existence.
Yes.
Can you get sued for that?
Yes.
For saying that someone's sponsoring you when
Nah,
they're
nah,
not?
because
Yeah,
we know they're not
we can get
sponsors
sued.
for real.
We get sued.
damn. How the hell did they see that Henny on the floor?
I mean,
I mean,
it's
it's
right
right
there.
there.
Nah, some
Oh, the
mad
camera's
close to the
pointing
screen.
right on the ground.
Anyway, let's get back into
I
it.
do have some Henny in my cup.
Yo, Kyrie is sauced right now.
No, I'm not. I'm
You
not.
about
I
to get
just-
the smooth Kyrie, the smooth sounds. You about to
heard that in my ear.
Word.
Anyway, yo, y'all keep on messing me up.
I'm not gonna
How
lie,
that's-
it's mad hot. I
Right that
Especially
Henny
that-
hit.
That light right there.
yeah, there's
The light
fucking
behind you.
FBI light in my fucking face, yo.
Kyrie.
Oh, shit.
Nigga, what?
Sorry. There's no video to this.
To what?
All right, so the Patrick Patterson.
Yeah, so basically, Patrick Patterson, he's on the Clippers right now, and
He's a basketball player?
he's a bench. He's on the bench. He's he's not that great, but he made some comments about black women, or that's what they're saying, and they're saying basically he got into a back and forth with someone that was commenting on an Instagram post that he
Instagram.
oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Instagram post that he posted with him and his wife. His wife is white, and the person me and Kyrie weren't able to find.
How do you think she looks?
She looks good. I think she's a pretty woman.
What do you think?
Bulldog now. Okay, tell the story. Just tell the story. Yeah.
Nah, so
What you think, Shay?
pretty much.
Nothing.
Alright.
Safe.
So pretty much, he posted a picture of him and his wife, and the guy had commented something basically insinuating that his wife wouldn't have been with him if he wasn't an NBA superstar.
What do you guys think about that?
I think there's some truth.
I don't see how you can know that.
What you mean?
How can you know that for sure?
That's actually, you're right.
Has there ever been a white woman who was attracted to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So
But
you're not an
I've
NBA
seen-
player?
I've seen. You're right. I'm not. In my mind, I am. But I've seen one of my good friends who loves white girls, but the white girls he get are not attractive at all. And they're like, I've never seen, from my knowledge, any attractive white girls that go up to my friend.
Has an attractive white girl ever came up to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're not a basketball player, so it's safe.
Nah, but it's more like.
But he ball in other sports, baby.
You know.
I'm the street, man. Talking about nigga.
Nah, but honestly, it's a rarity. Like, I know a good amount of of my friends who are black who like white girls, and most of the times I see them, they're not attractive.
Right.
Unless they're like in a frat or something like that.
Right. But what I was trying to say was like, you do have white women who were attracted to you. So for him to say like, you would have never got this girl if you wasn't a basketball player, it's kind of like.
Hold up.
That was a powerful doubt.
Hold up.
Yeah,
So
I was about to say
just so the audience, they haven't seen it.
Yeah.
So what was the back and forth?
All right. So let me finish it. So
I have the.
you want me to read it? You want to read it? All right.
Yeah.
So basically,
You know how to read?
oh, you got the whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So
got
coming
shit.
no, he doesn't have the first comment. He has this what we were looking at. But
So-
coming after from what he said, when the guy said basically that if he wasn't in the NBA, he would have never had his wife. He said, "True. If I never made it to the NBA, I would have never met her while playing for Toronto. But why does it matter? Love is love at the end of the day." Now this man replies back and he said, "But it's not. It's not though, bro. You grew up loving our women. Why wait till you get some real money for your perspective? And even if you wasn't in the NBA, worked at a Walmart in Toronto, you wouldn't stand a chance, bro. You just became another statistic. I bet she's the only one in her family history to date a black man, to date black. Stay woke, my guy." Now, what y'all think about that?
It's his opinion. At the same time, there is truth to what he is saying. It may not be this situation; could be other situations.
What part that he said is truth?
We've seen this pattern.
Wait, say who y'all talking about because it's
Patrick.
comments from two guys. So
Yeah. So
the Stay Woke guy is the guy that is not
his
Patrick
name?
Patterson.
his name is Mafia Material. Mafia Material _ BWA.
All right, let's call that nigga Eminem.
Eminem. We're gonna say Eminem. So
Not the
Eminem,
Eminem company.
Eminem basically replied with that, and he was
Our
saying
next
like,
sponsor.
basically, you wouldn't stand a chance if you wasn't in the NBA. There's no way for you to really know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do you know that someone wouldn't stand a
Yeah.
chance with someone?
Unless she's only around NBA players.
Right. So this is where all the controversy came in. So Patrick Patterson answered. He said, "So I should settle for a bulldog and act like I'm happy with my life and preach, keep it in your race to the world as if Dr. King didn't fight / die for equality, acceptance, all cultures loving one another, and no hate. No thanks. But maybe your life, but he said, no thanks. That may be your life, but I don't want that from mine or my family. Color doesn't matter. Wake up." Now,
There's two responses here, right?
Retracting the statement.
there's two responses.
There's two responses here. It's one person saying, stick to your own race, your own people love your own people, and then there's one saying, I don't have to,
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, what side do y'all feel y'all on?
I would say.
Ooh,
It's a go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, you go. You seem like you had
Gus ain't really have nothing to say.
It's a parallel.
It was processed.
All right, so because you know pro your race doesn't mean anti another race. So if you decide to be with your people, it's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's your preference.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's
Key word,
Key preference, yeah. But if you decide to go outside your race, I don't see a problem with that. Just don't have a negative connotation behind doing it. That's the thing. Oh, I don't date black women because I don't like dark skinned women. That would be like, yo, what the fuck?
Well,
That's perfect.
that's still preference.
It is preference, but it's a negative preference.
The word that he used was bulldog.
Yeah, all right. So he didn't have to refer. Well, he didn't say who he was referring to.
Right.
But if you
In
if
context.
if you let the imagination run, you're talking about black women.
Black women, yeah. But here's the thing, though. There's a couple of things that we don't know. We don't know if he actually went on the guy's page and saw a girl and felt like, this girl looks like a bulldog. Like, You know what I mean? Like, there's no. We don't know what happened. Everybody just took it as he's saying all black women look like bulldogs.
I mean, his statement left like room for people to like actually try to interpret what he was saying, because he wasn't actually direct with his statement. He was saying like, oh, your wife looks like a bulldog, or your wife is ugly. So basically, I mean, I even tried to go on his page and I couldn't see, you know, his wife like that. I'm not sure if he deleted the pictures or anything like that. But
we get this ugly bitch off.
But I mean, I don't see like I would say, because people are saying like, oh, the media is doing like clickbait. They're like saying like, oh, how like they took his word out of context. But like, it's hard to really sit there and figure out like what he actually meant. In my mind, I felt the first time reading, I felt like he was talking about black women
as a whole. Me
you
too.
know, and then I read it again. I was like, maybe he's talking about the guy's wife. But I only read it after. I think he made a comment saying that he was.
What's the comment?
He was talking about his. Didn't he not say he was talking about his wife?
Yeah, we should read it.
Wait. Oh yeah. Let me read. So he came out. I'm lost. I'm sorry. He came out with basically an apology or a formal statement, and he said. He said, I want to address my use of the word bulldog during a conversation with someone who I felt was making disrespectful remarks about my wife and our relationship. I responded with the same, making cruel comment about his wife's physical stature. So her physical stature. Yeah, so he saw a picture.
He equated a bulldog to her physical stature. Like, I feel like
you
that is so fucking deep. First of all,
seen a bulldog?
Bulldogs can be strong, right?
Yeah.
Am I not wrong? Bulldogs have bigger faces, right?
Yeah.
So how do you get a bulldog with a physical stature? To me, when you say physical stature of a bulldog, I feel like that's like a muscular, big-headed person.
But sometimes when you cut somebody's ass,
that's
it don't
a
matter.
bad cutting ass.
But when you cut somebody's ass, sometimes you're not being literal. Like sometimes you like a crocodile. You may not look like a crocodile.
That motherfucker look like a crocodile.
But maybe you don't.
I think he was being polite and like he was not polite. He was using like politically correct term to say that he thought she looked like a bulldog.
Bulldog is politically correct.
But I'm saying like the reason he used physical stature. Like
that was his apology after he crafted up something to say, so it came out better.
His agent hit him like, yo,
that was his PR. Sir Patrick,
you gotta clean this up.
Let me tell you something. My wife look like a bulldog. You need to cool out, right? Delete that.
When people go crazy on social media and then they want to apologize after, I completely look past the apology. Like, if you didn't have it in you to contain yourself at the moment, you meant that shit 100%.
It was honest. It was honest.
Don't kind of come back and be like, oh, I'm sorry. No, motherfucker, you said what you had to say.
Trying to protect your
You acted out of anger. You acted out of emotion.
Yeah.
So, do you think that he was talking about black women?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
What do y'all think?
I thought you was going to say different.
No, motherfucker, yeah.
I'm sorry.
You think he was talking about black women? Do you think he was talking about black women?
We can have time to pause.
No, because I'm thinking like deep down, at first I did, but I don't think so.
If I'm gonna say, I kind of side with. I don't know if he was talking about all black women. I think he was. Now think about it. So let me read the second part of this. He said, "But I let my emotions get the better of me in the heat of the moment." Some chick, right? Let's say you married, you got a wife, or your girl, right? You know your girl.
Yeah.
You on Instagram, you post a picture of you and your girl. Someone comments, your girl, they comment about your girl's hair. Let's say she got on a wig. They say something crazy about her wig.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Nicki Minaj wig or something.
She what?
Nicki Minaj wig.
Oh.
How does she?
Something
disrespectful, something that triggers you, that makes you feel like makes you have some type of emotional reaction.
Your girl ain't a girl.
Exactly. They say your
what
girl.
I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna comment in the comments. I'm gonna send you a DM. I'm
Slide in the DM.
I'm gonna send you a DM and I'm gonna drop my pin.
Wait.
You gotta drop your pin.
I'm gonna let you know where I'm at.
Because he all fingers.
I'm not gonna talk no more. I'm like, yo, this is who I am. And if you're not near me, I can come find you.
I'm responding right there on the spot.
I'm
I'm gonna say something right there in the comment section where you sent your comment. And if I felt like you were trying to disrespect my wife, I'm gonna disrespect you right back in the comment section.
Or two, I'm gonna go look for a picture of your girl, and I'm gonna let you know how I feel about her.
Exactly.
Her weird body shaped ass.
Exactly.
It's a lot of trolls on the internet. Like,
you can hear that.
Oh, you can't?
Yeah,
Oh,
when you type on the mic,
the phone
you can
off
hear
the
that.
table.
Sorry. I apologize.
It's a lot of trolls on the internet. Honestly, that shit don't faze me.
Yeah,
That don't faze me at all.
but I'm saying we're human. People have, he was triggered. He said something about his wife. He said something that got to him. That's when it comes to your family.
What did he say about?
So
it?
you and Kyrie are on the fence.
So let me
clarify. You on the fence?
Let me clarify my comment. I feel like his opinion, like his statement, can be like both sides. But if I'm going with my gut, I don't think he meant it for black women. But I could be wrong in a sense that, like, it's left to be desired that he could definitely be speaking about black women. So like I'm like in the middle, like damn.
Yeah.
I'm like saying maybe I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt by trying to read between the lines of what he was actually meant and like how the conversation was going and like how I would react.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I felt like he was being kind of indirect, so he left himself open for people's rebuttals and what they think he said. So I'm not entirely too sure where I stand on where I think what he meant.
Does anybody think there's a problem or something that should be addressed in society where black successful men are marrying white women?
I'm sorry.
What happened?
Say that again?
Can you repeat that, please? I'm sorry.
Damn.
But
You worded it perfectly.
There is some truth to that, though.
It is.
I think that we gloss over it because as men, all we think is like, "Yo, she's pretty." I want to talk to her.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like a lot of like athletes, a lot of like successful black men, I would say a good portion of them are dating.
What is it though?
White
Like,
women.
what makes it that when we get money or when black,
when they get money,
when
Those who already got white women.
athletes get money or like whatever type of fame you have, what makes it that they just don't want a black woman?
I think it's more of like falling in line with being a company man, and also
Being a what?
being a company man. So like obviously you're gonna be around maybe more white males, and
Right.
obviously it may not be the case, but that could be the case. Or obviously falling in what the media portrays as what they think is beauty, which is not entirely true. So they may think like media portrays white women as being beautiful, so the black guy could think like, oh, now that I got money, I could get me a white girl.
So that first part that you said, you think it's more strategic, like.
I think
Like
it is
they're
more,
choosing.
and also it's control. Like they feel like they buy into this hype that they feel like they can't be a man around black women, which isn't true at all.
That's definitely a stigma.
They
they
think
can't be a man
they
around
can't-
black women.
being that like let's say they can't be in full control.
Okay.
Like they feel like the black woman emasculates them as a male, so they feel like now they have money, they don't have to deal with that. They can buy their way out of that. That's how I perceive it as. But I don't feel like that should be true for black women. Maybe it's not the right
it's
guy
not
for
true.
her.
It's not true. But if we talking about race, why?
Okay, all that itching, bro.
All I hear is Gus breathing though. I'm not gonna lie, that shit threw me off. I did
Well, when? We have to,
Rhinoceros breath
just
and
now. I don't know, man.
Gus?
I think that I reread what he said. So part of me is like, he said,
You heard the question I asked,
Bulldog.
right?
oh, you talking about with black men and success and white women? Yeah, that shit is a pattern. Do I think that is something to that? Yeah. I think that it all goes with like the circles that they're around possibly. And I think that maybe the women that they're me, I'm just gonna go with me, right? Me reaching success, my preference is black women. And that's not gonna change.
How you know?
I think because I know that's my preference is black women. So me getting no matter what success I have, I'm always gonna look for my black queens. Their preference may just be all women. Like I don't care. It's whatever. I'm not looking for a specific race. It's whoever I gravitate to.
How can you say your preference is not going to change if you're not there?
You can say that. You are right. But I believe that my preference won't change.
Because where you're at
That's
now.
your preference now.
Yeah.
That's my preference now.
Yeah, where you're at
And
now.
I
But
don't
let's
think it's
say
gonna
you're in
because
a,
I want black, straight 100% black, ebony, black kids.
But
Okay.
let's not make this a thing. I don't think there's nothing wrong with us black males and us black women dating outside of race. I think it's more or less like you don't need to discredit other races just to say like, oh, I'm dating this, that, and that. Like,
I agree.
Because it's a pattern, is it discrediting?
Okay, go ahead.
I think that it's always gonna be like a war. Sorry, it's always gonna be a. I don't think you heard that.
A war?
I think there's always gonna be a war when you date outside your race. Not a war, but you're always gonna have some type of somebody saying something,
pushback,
and you have to fight. Some people fight in silence. Some people can't take it. They fight in public. It's just that in those situations, they're very delicate, so you got to watch what you say. Like I read his comment, and you could read it in both ways. You could read it like, okay, he was basically reading the guy's situation and saying, oh, he's fake woke, he's a troll. He just doing this.
What was your first impression when you read
When I first heard it, I was...
they don't even think about it. What did you think when you read that? What did you think?
The first time I read it,
which was
I seen Bulldog and to pretend to be happy. Like,
he said something about... He said,
all the wrong words.
Yeah. I should just settle for a Bulldog and pretend to be happy and fake woke.
When you heard that,
he mentioned race
what did
as well.
you think?
I was like, shit.
Who do you think he was talking about?
I think he was saying black women.
I think he was talking about the people, the fake, like, pro-black men who act like they're pro-black, but they really prefer white women.
Ooh, you think that's
I don't think...
I think that's definitely a
do you
thing.
think that's a thing?
There are men out there who are pro-black, but they fucking white girls.
There's a lot of...
dude is like that, Brother Polite, whatever his name is.
Who's that?
Some dude who's like...
From Brooklyn?
Yeah, that dude. He's from Brooklyn.
Polite.
Yeah, but like he's like one of those pro-black people, but he's been seen with white women.
Now,
and there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that at all.
Can you be pro-black and be with a white girl?
That's what I was
That was the next question. That's a lot of questions.
Wait, before we get into that,
questions.
before we get into that, let me just read this.
Let's stop for our sponsor.
Tyler Ray said, "Black women aren't submissive if the man isn't worthy. Men are way too entitled, and not all black women stand blind to that." Brother Polite has a black wife.
ooh,
This is a thing
I
too.
said he's been seen with white women. I didn't say he was married to a
That mean
white
that could be his secretary.
Is there, and ladies, you could comment and let us know as well. Is there this same pattern with black women looking for successful white men? I was in Barbados with my guys, and the women there paid us no mind, but all the white guys, they were all over all over them.
You talking about the women
from the island girls?
Yeah.
because they correlate white with money,
Yeah.
or white with good credit. Which,
So that's also a pattern.
that's still like a stigma with white, when people look at white people.
It's the white people, man.
Yeah, when people look at like white people, they correlate white to money, wealth, things of that nature.
But
so
I wanted to say this. What about the people who are pro-black who say they would never date a white girl? But are secretly messing with white women.
Yeah.
I feel like there's more of that, but nobody ever.
You seen that before?
There is definitely.
somebody
I've definitely seen
I
that.
think said in the movie they said you got the white man's wife. Like they do it.
And going back to what we was talking about with black women preferring white men. I remember I was talking with my friend, and she was basically saying like she only dates white men, for
Who's
the
your
most
friend?
Part. She's a coworker. I can't. Come on, really? Anyway, she only dates white men.
What is she?
She's black.
Okay.
She's Trinidadian.
Why does she only date white
Let's get into it.
men?
I was trying to.
I know that's why I said let's get into this.
And speak up.
She only dates white men, and when we started talking about it, she kind of hinted to the fact that every black guy that she ever dated kind of did her wrong, and she
Trauma.
I can't remember the exact words she said verbatim, but it was something like they didn't know how to treat her, so she kind of was on like I'm going to the other side type shit, and she felt like white guys kind of praised her a little bit more. Like it was more of like she felt more worth. She felt like she had more worth and more value when she was with the white guy.
How many white guys does she date?
I don't know.
I feel like that's valid though. She has a valid reason. If you getting niggas is doing you dirt back and forth, why not explore something else?
Wait, hold on. What if
something keeps failing? She decided to reach to a different type of source, which is a white.
Can you blame
That's
her?
a cheap
what if
excuse.
You think that's a cheap excuse?
I think it's a cheap excuse.
Why do you think that's a cheap excuse?
First off, if there's a pattern with the men that she dates, black men, the quality black men that she dates, if it's the same quality that she keeps dating, why expect a different picture?
So you think she should just try a different quality of black man?
Yeah.
But in all, she just tried a different quality of man.
Not Jet. She didn't say that. She said
No,
I was with black men.
That's what it
a
is.
different
She
quality
said-
of man.
Yeah, so
But white
basically,
people-
Gus broke it down to looking into black men, right? You looking at these type of black guys, look at these type of black guys, right? Instead of her looking between black guys,
She said, throw the whole race away.
I'm just gonna look into a whole nother type of man, which is a white guy.
Oh, bye, nigga.
Now, yeah, she did.
Yo, Kyrie had
She
the preach face on the
switched
whole
race
time.
because it's like, then to go even deeper, what's the intent? Like, you know, we don't know intent.
Happiness.
Sometimes it's happiness, but on the other guy, sometimes the other race or any race can fetish.
But
Can
Plus,
what?
if you
Nah, but I get what he's saying because, in a
Like,
sense,
you said fetish?
Yes, fetish.
The dudes that she's dating, she's just looking at one particular type of dude. She's not dating all types of black males. It's the black males that she's dating, the type of black males that she's dating. So she's equating black males with that behavior instead of equating all men with that behavior. So she's jumping the fence. And then the white guys that she's dating is probably totally opposite of the black men that she's
To be
been
fair,
around.
I don't know
in the
that.
first place.
But
No,
let's
but
just
that's
say
what I'm
that.
assuming.
Hypothetically,
because-
I mean, and hypothetically, if what I said was true, where she keeps dating the same dude over and
Yes.
over, then it's like, hey, you should have instead of switching your race, switch where you find it in men.
Well, let's just give her the benefit of the doubt and say that she did try different types of black men. Let's say she did, and maybe she still was the same. It was still the same for her.
I don't have a problem with her. I don't have a problem with her dating outside of race. I just
Not
think
me either.
it's just equating like when people say like, oh, I keep getting done wrong, and if like I mean, obviously we're not using the same example, but
Right.
if you're still dating the same type of guy, like maybe you need to look into the guys you're dating and say, okay, maybe they're not the type of guys I should be going for.
Right.
That's what she
But
did.
no, and she's doing it in a race sense. She's not doing it in a personality sense. Like,
Right.
In a what do you call that when you're with somebody chemistry sense? Like
Yeah.
like they just don't mesh.
I feel
think
like she
she's
went.
wrong
I
for
feel
that.
like she went for the same type of guy. Maybe in a different he had some different qualities here, but then had the same qualities of her last dude. So, then
So
she
stop
moved
looking for hoodlums, look for a nerd.
Yeah.
Maybe
What?
don't know. It could be a nerd. It could
That's
be a
what
nerd.
I'm saying.
It
Like,
could be a nerd too.
If you're looking at
Damn, I wish
guys,
I had it
right?
on Instagram. I'd have definitely.
If you're looking at guys, you'll say stop looking at the hood guys. Maybe you should be looking into a guy who's a little more settled, a little more calm. And
Listen,
I think
let's not act like guys who got their shit together are not out here being savages too.
But what
Because
she-
they are.
But what she said,
I'm giving a whole example of the type of guy she's transitioning from. You're saying she shouldn't transition out of black, right?
Yeah.
I say she has no problem. There's no reason why she should stay with
So let me ask
do you
you.
think? Hold on, I got one question because it
Go
goes
ahead.
off of what she
Go ahead.
says. The reason for her excuse for leaving the black race is because she said that the white men she's been around treat her differently. So do you think
They
that's true?
value
That
her more.
you think there's
They
culture?
valued her more, is what she said.
Yeah.
Not treat her different, they valued her more.
Treat
That's
like
treating
a
her
queen.
differently.
Really?
They're treating her
No,
differently.
but when you specifically say treat her differently, that's different from saying they valued her more.
Okay.
Right? When you say they valued her more, that means the people before weren't giving her no value.
Okay, so let me.
Is it? Okay, my fault.
No, go ahead.
Is it wrong to say like someone could be hurt so bad,
Yeah.
to the point where they just say I'm going to a completely different race?
I understand it.
That's how some black dudes are
With black
with
women.
black women. They go and date white women, and sometimes it works for them, sometimes it doesn't. It could work the same way. It could work badly, but in a different way.
Yeah.
Like I basically just to follow up.
Because I've seen
Yeah.
people that I know who I went to high school with, date black girls, then they date white girls, and they like showing off, which whatever, and then everything changes. They're not together anymore, and it's like, well, what happened? You were so happy, the happiest you've ever been in. Now you're not with her. What happened?
I seen both men and women say the same excuse. Not to say the same comment that they have bad experience with our own, so they move on to someone else. Whether it's white, Spanish, Asian, whatever, it's that thing of I'm tired of this because of that, of what I went through. I want something new.
Yeah.
If I buy a Mercedes and I have it for 3 years and I don't like it,
I know a girl named Mercedes.
and then I get I switch
bought
my car
Mercedes?
and I get a different Mercedes. I drive it for 3 years. I don't like it. It's nothing wrong with me going to BMW, right?
Wait, but that's the same type of kind of car, though, is it not?
Cars are cars.
I guess
It's a luxury
trying to
car.
say like.
I'm too tired. Bro, don't smash my food.
That's pretty much what it is. Like,
Yeah, but it's like
let me read some of these comments.
That's how I see it. Like, you know.
So Tyler Ray said, "I prefer my black men. I don't mind dating other races, but I want my black husband. It's something about y'all like crying face." Yashika Dent said, "I tried it once. Dating a white man wasn't my cup of tea. Being pro-black does not mean date outside your race." Tyler said, "She not learning from her mistakes. That white man can change up real quick. People eventually show true colors. He be a stalker soon." Amani Class said, she said, "Yes, it's about your environment. It can also be a realization to self-reflect. Why are we attracting these kind of men?" And that's a fact. That like a lot of the times we attract the people that are in our lives. Like we attract the people we get into relationships with. So
I attracted y'all.
Why you gotta touch me, bro?
You should
Pause.
you should definitely, if you're attracting a certain type of man or a certain type of woman, you should definitely take a look at yourself and say, why are these people coming into my life and causing havoc?
So,
Introspect.
I'm gonna
To this day!
I'm gonna take this to the left.
Ooh, take it to the left, Kyrie.
Go ahead, Beyonce.
Take it
So
back
like,
now, y'all.
you know, when we see, let's say we see a black dude that's dating a white girl, we see a black dude that's dating a white girl, and the comments start flying in about how this guy, yeah, all these things. What's our perception on that? And like, how do we feel? Like, do we feel like they shouldn't be making those comments, or like, do you feel like they have some type of, you know, say in that? Like, cause like, there's always I see that often. I'm like, damn.
Good, Gus.
Tag me in. I think there's so many
I ain't
reasons
gonna lie,
why.
talking about with this light right here, he talking like some R&B singer.
Listen, ladies, this is K Class on the
This shit was like, I'm in front row of the concert.
handling the 1-2s of the
Kyrie
two
does look
words.
like a retired R&B singer though. Like,
This
he
nigga
look
look
like
like
he about
a
to
jazz
go on the
professional.
Nigga been sick of love songs.
he about to go on the old tour. What's it called when they do their greatest hits?
The greatest hits tour.
Greatest hits tour. You do look like that. But yeah,
But I was gonna say that I think sometimes they.
Sorry.
I think that they. Good. Clear your throat, brother. Clear your throat.
Kyrie over there
He
sweating.
drunk over there.
Nah.
He smell like a whole bunch.
Sweating.
Smell like Coke 45. All right, so, I was just thinking like there could be some hate to. I mean, it can seem as hate like
On
the
both
comments.
sides, or
No, the comments like if somebody. All right, so say for instance, I post a picture of me and my girl. My girl is white, and you got people saying, "Oh my gosh, you're a traitor. You're cool." Blah 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 blah.
how would you feel?
I personally, if it's my decision, I don't care.
Yeah, fuck y'all.
Yeah, word. I don't care. I gotta live with shorty.
You feel
And
you? I would feel
bland
some type of way.
Like if I could deal with it, I could do it. But at the same time,
Why chicken
at the
bland?
same time, why chicken bland? Because I ain't teach you yet. But
Sorry.
anyway, what I'm saying is, some people just could be hating. Like the pro blackness may be fake. Mm-hmm. They could just be hating at the fact that the person is able to go dibble and dabble in other race.
Because some people,
So it's not, sometimes it's not pro black.
pro black for the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That dude in that comment, if a bad white chick came up,
He taking that. I don't care what you say. He taking it.
yeah, no, I don't, not you, white girl. You the devil.
Kylie Jenner throw it at him. He taking it. I don't care what he say.
I'm not.
I mean,
Lying.
listen, I can respect.
I'm not.
I can respect both sides.
not.
You not?
With the Kardashians?
A bad, nah,
No,
bad
just
white-
a
bad
just
white
a
woman.
just a
Just
bad white girl.
Since you say you appraise your black woman, right?
No, I said married. Yeah, what I
Why your bottom lip quivering?
I'm trying to get my voice my voice correct so I can really talk with confidence. Now it's there. I think it's there now.
Alright, there you go.
So let me
So
tell
if
you
you come
something.
across a beautiful white woman who's attracted to you.
Yeah,
You not taking it down?
I could take it down, but I ain't gotta tell. I ain't gotta show it to the folks though.
Oh, so you
It could be-
you wouldn't show it to
Basically-
the folks.
So wait, you just
basically-
hitting it?
Ooh.
So if she
It's
can't,
dead.
if she
It's
can't
dead.
use your comb, don't bring her home.
So it's
Like I said, my preference is black women.
But if you come across, oh, all right, that's it.
My preference
That
is
means
black
if you do,
women.
is that
not
racist? You
That's a
racist?
good question.
No.
no,
It's
nah,
not.
it's just a preference. Because if you do come across a white woman, you would take it.
What do you mean? Take it where?
You would take her. You'll be in a relationship. You will court her, and you get married.
But
No,
apparently she's not
I
good
didn't
enough
say
to
that.
make the
So
I
you
money.
didn't
won't
say
do
that.
that. So you won't do that.
I'm not gonna say that either.
Oh, that's bullshit.
You just retracted everything
I'm
you
just
just
saying.
said.
No. I'm not gonna say that either. Cause just like I said, my preference is now black women, but later on you don't know.
I never said that.
Nah, but you basically said that because I said that.
You applied it.
Y'all implied it. Y'all said that my preference now may not be my preference later.
Right.
So if a bad white chick approaches you, she wants to date
like
you, and she wants to court you, and
if I don't want to court her, it ain't gonna happen.
Do you?
He's not gonna answer the question.
He's not.
He's not gonna answer the question. So we're gonna
I'm gonna
ask Shakespeare.
I'm gonna say now. Let me just say this last.
So you
thing.
won't take her serious in a relationship?
Listen?
I'm asking.
I don't see myself. Don't see myself.
So you won't take
pursuing a relationship.
Okay.
With a white woman.
Yeah, I don't pursue it. I don't
Why?
See it. Because I just can't see at this moment right now. Because
Have you ever tried it?
No.
That's the thing. You can't say you won't do it until you try.
God's gonna get some type of success with whatever. He gonna get some type of. He gonna get successful with like.
Put it on me, Rebecca. Oh, yeah.
Rebecca.
Give me that cauliflower. Yeah.
Cauliflower.
Gus is fronting.
I mean, I respect it because I love my black women as well. But like I've dated other races, so.
But dating. To be in a relationship or dating?
Dating. I mean, if it goes there, it goes there. That's what my thing is. Like, I don't really care as long as you're a good
I'm
woman.
talking taking it to the end line to marriage.
All right, so
there is some validity to it being a little harder though to take it to the marriage part, basically because you guys, in a sense, it sucks to say this, but you do come from two different worlds. So if you're dating somebody who, let's say you're about social justice, you're obviously black and stuff like that, and you live the world, and you're dating somebody who's like come from suburban New Jersey who knows nothing about that. And
what if y'all just click?
Culture clash.
But you could click, but the things that could matter to you, like social justice and police brutality, she may not understand that. And then where do you draw the line on your differences regarding that? Because if you have to start a life with that person, yeah, you may be open-minded to it, but if you end up having kids together, most likely in America they're gonna see your child as black.
Like if she doesn't understand, our side,
yeah,
culture,
does she have something?
To? Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So let me say this. There can be a man who's super pro justice and he wants, he's all about black people, and his wife is black. And she's just not as passionate about how he feels about it. She's not protesting. She's not doing none of that.
But at the end of the day, she knows what it takes to raise a black son. She knows what the life is like for her child. So it's different. But I will say this. You don't always have to agree with everything. I think it's more of like an understanding. Like, okay, I may not agree with your perspective because obviously I can't understand it. But at the same time, I'm not gonna sit here because you may get in an argument with a person who's not, who's white, or things like that, and they'll sit there and basically say, well, that doesn't exist, racism doesn't exist, and stuff like that. And I feel like that's just being ignorant because you don't want to understand. You just want to make your point. That's where I think.
But there's black people out there.
Yeah, of course.
Right, who are in that same position.
Yes.
Who are really obliged. They don't really know about it. They have no.
I don't think it's that they don't know. I just think that they're afraid to deal with what the stigma is of what they have to go through.
Because I think there's black people who grew up white.
Yeah, no, right? I
so
know
quotations.
How can you grow up white if you're black?
It's more of like
it's basically like that a different lifestyle than. It's like that privileged lifestyle.
It's all about perspective. Yeah. That's what it really is. It's all about perspective.
We're gonna get a smoothie.
It could be 5 black dudes.
Black people don't eat smoothies?
It could be 5.
No, we don't.
Banana strawberry?
No. It's all about what?
Banana strawberry?
I ain't saying nothing about
You eat
food.
smoothies?
Oh, you don't eat smoothies.
Y'all like Jamba Juice?
What y'all talking
I
about?
love Jamba Juice.
Love Jamba Juice.
Well, why are we equating that stuff with?
Because I put it this way.
Okay, tell us, Brother Shake.
There are
Brother Shake in the flesh.
Let me tell you
Speak, it's all talk like that
Let
right
me
now.
speak my mind.
Speak your mind, my brother.
There are people of the Caucasian society who ascended from the Caucasus Mountains, all right? Okay, who have come down and delivered us Starbucks and Jamba Juice.
Jamba Juice.
All right? I have never jambered. I have never Starbucks in my life. But what I realize is, when they enter our community, you see less of us and more of them. My brother.
Can I get an amen?
And a word from Brother Shake.
And what is that called?
That is called gentrification.
Gentrification.
Now let's think about the word gentrification. Gentrification, because I can't say it right.
Alright,
me ready.
alright, but so
I was saying
Yeah, go
something
ahead.
before you said.
okay, my bad. Go ahead.
All right, you ready?
No, we ready. We
Alright.
always ready. Just make
So
your point.
what I was saying was perspective.
It's
It
showtime.
could be 5 of us can have a different perspective on the black struggle or the
Yeah,
black,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So like I remember in high school, like I'm only saying high school because
That's all you got.
You're right. I graduated last year. So like I remember like black
We
kids.
always talk about high school, bro.
Nah,
we got,
because
bro.
I ain't
It's
gonna
like-
lie. It
It's
was
like there's
our
a black
high
space between high school
hold on.
and now.
Nah, because
Like this, like he doesn't remember what happened
okay,
between
tell
high school
me
and
more
now.
about what I want to say.
Because you went to college.
Now I went to college, but I'm telling you, high school is more diverse. Like when it comes to the people I've seen.
Wait, what college you go to?
I went to Queensboro.
Oh, everybody in Queens go to Queensboro.
Queensboro.
Where'd you go? Kingsboro?
It's diverse.
Oh,
I
shit.
went to LIU, bro.
it was diverse, but in high school it wasn't like okay. So you know, it's college is more independent than high school.
Definitely.
Like you're gonna be in class and you have to speak with these guys and see these guys 24/7.
Right.
College ain't like that. You in one class, you go home, you can come
Nah,
back.
but
boom,
that all
boom.
depends on where you at. Because if you away
You're
at
right.
school, it's definitely more social.
See,
And
so
plus,
you're
but I
away.
went, but I
You're
went to
away.
LaGuardia and I met different types of people. It's all the type of person you are. Who you're.
So what was your
You
point?
are right. My
Yeah, what's your point?
My point.
Yeah.
My point was
Let's bring it back.
basically
Sorry,
saying.
yeah, I'm sorry.
In high school, I met black people who had different views on black struggle. I met black people like, yo, my black people always complaining and all that other stuff. Like, we not slaves no more and like whoop whoop and
Let me
stuff
ask
like
you a
that. And
question
they
about
was
that in
downgrading. Yeah, they was downgrading like
The
you know,
struggle.
the struggle
Right.
basically down because we not there no more. I don't see no racism. This if somebody got like
Lil Wayne-ish.
yeah exactly Lil Wayne-ish.
I could explain that, my brother. Y'all ready? Y'all ready?
Yes,
Kyrie,
sir.
you about to say something? Hold
Okay,
on.
Kyrie, I'm sorry. No,
Kyrie, my brother, you better speak, my brother. Come on, you got this zipper up.
No, come on.
The
no,
collar's
Brother
connected.
Shake, you had the word. Please
No,
give
no,
us the word.
I can't do that.
I don't have the word right
Can
now.
somebody talk?
So,
Please bring your word to the
this
table.
jealous nigga over here. Anyway,
It's jealous.
Anyway, we have people in society who look like us, but think like them.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
I call that bat syndrome because they can't see shit unless they make noise. You understand me? You understand me, my brother? Come on, man. Come on, man.
Shit, that's that makes shit.
They can't see shit unless they make noise, alright? Okay?
That was good.
I ain't new to this, I'm true to this. Might fuck around and become a Buddhist.
Oh!
God, let me stop before
Somebody stop this man.
Stop.
Fire, brother Shake.
Brother Shake. That's your
Shake
name?
with the word. But yeah,
Pass
you want to get to the comments?
Pass
There was
the
definitely
shit.
a lot of people that were.
Yeah.
Don't fall asleep now.
Somebody got diabetes.
Amani Class said, I don't think your preference dictates who you date or be in a relationship with.
She was relating that to Gus, right?
Yeah. Everything on QTV said, what makes a man switch over in the first place? Question mark.
That's a good question. I think we should answer that a little later.
Yeah. Amani Class said yes to understand 100%. Nell Ferran.
Put some more enthusiasm, man.
Nell Ferran said, if you're going to be in an interracial relationship, you should learn or try to understand your partner, culture, and world.
Did he write that in caps?
Nah, he wrote should in all caps.
Oh,
or
okay.
she wrote should in all caps.
You better.
Yeah, I mean, how
I
can
think
you
that's
not?
real important.
How can you not?
That goes back to you saying, the communication, understanding, and knowing your partner's background, and that goes a long way in the future.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you have a preference in who you will marry?
no.
Okay. So you can marry a white
wow.
woman.
So let me ask you something.
You marry
If I'm attracted and we click and it's working, I don't mind it.
So let's say if she comes,
I'm right there with them, Austin.
I
We
said
know
my-
you was behind him.
I said I agree with you, Austin.
They hate bro.
I know.
But
You say you don't?
I said I agree with you. Not in a little sense, but I get your point.
Mm-hmm.
But let's say if this person, like I said, person comes from rich daddy, doesn't really understand struggle, but you're attracted to her, you guys click on different levels.
He's like dodging life. He's like
Now, you really like her, but some of her views are different from yours. What would you do?
in terms of
like
Black history?
yeah,
I'm not with that.
you're not with that.
She a Republican?
Yeah, like does that
I'm not into politics.
Oh, so you don't care? Okay.
Yeah.
Political view don't really.
like let's say if you say I'm
I
gonna
mean,
take
just don't come in the crib with the freaking what you call it?
She got the MAGA hat on.
No, don't
No?
do that.
Like
Ooh,
also she asked you, why do you always have to wear a hood?
Oh, let Kyrie finish though.
oh let's say if you want to take
I
her
mean,
Cause I'm in it, bitch.
oh let's say you want to take her to Brownsville
She'll fit right in Brownsville.
and
What do you mean by that?
No, not now.
and you tell her what
This
Brownsville
nigga Drew's from the future, bro. You know something about Brownsville?
Are you foreshadowing?
I mean, most of Brooklyn is like mixed.
Shit, not one person in Brownsville.
Alright.
but
No,
yeah
right.
so and you tell her what Brownsville's like and she tell you nah I'm not going there. How would you feel?
I hear black people say that about
I mean, no, I get that.
Shoot,
yeah,
I
that's
said that
true.
about
I hear black people from the hood
I'm
say that
definitely
about
not going on
Brownsville.
the
I don't
outside
want
of
to
Atlantic
Brownsville.
Avenue.
Nothing in
I am not
Yo,
How do y'all feel
You
about
gotta take the L train.
how do y'all feel about black women dating white men?
Man, I don't care.
I could
man.
care less
As
what
long
you do.
as long as he make you happy. Ooh, brother, shake his
I
heart.
don't have a problem with it, but don't make your reasoning for dating somebody like outside the race. Oh, I want my kid to have pretty eyes and nice hair. I don't like that shit.
Tag me in.
So is it intent, my brother? Alright, isn't it? Oh, I gotta change my voice.
Don't be like
Just
Shane.
leave that to shape. Just leave that to shape.
Just to agree with you saying, like, it's intent. I don't have a problem with black women dating any race that they want, but is your excuse. Like,
Why
if you
do they
can't
have to
if
have an
it's-
excuse
you don't-
for that?
Exactly.
I'm confused. Why do they?
Why are you-
Why does it need to be justified to someone that you're not in a relationship with? If a white girl a black girl decides to be with a white man or whatever race she chooses to be with, I don't need a reason for her to be with that person.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's what
We're
I'm
not
saying.
exactly. We're saying like
We don't. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But you just said if
No,
if,
listen. We don't need a reason. But if you're putting it out there that people
Exactly.
actually they do this. Oh, I want my kids to have nice hair and pretty eyes. I can't do that with no black man.
But that's her reason for dating a white man.
but that
But
right
what-
there is a sign of self-hatred.
Yeah.
And that right there is just like,
Why
damn.
It's not self-hatred.
Why are you equating?
It's not self-hatred.
You telling me you
bro,
can't?
Bro, all the black girls I seen with color contacts. It's not self-hatred.
Weird.
It's just something that you like, that you
weird,
like
bro.
it.
But it's more Eurocentric features, is it not?
What?
Colored eyes.
Colored eyes, yeah.
Because
So-
it's seen mostly in white people. That's not. What's the problem? Like,
But-
if you want,
sorry.
That shit came
Bucks
out.
balls. The Bucks
Shut up,
balls.
nigga.
But
Nah.
I don't see why. Like, if like, let's say
But why
there's
does it
this
have
big
to be
thing
about the features?
There's this big thing about like people who have straight hair, but they always want their hair to be curly. And there's people with curly hair who always want their hair to be straight. It's because they favor something that's different. I don't understand what the big problem is.
Well,
with
my
that.
thing is though, why are you looking to be with somebody because of what their features could provide for you in the future?
My
Why
thing
can't you
is,
just be
If I
with
want
them?
beautiful kids with long,
You
luscious
can have
curly
beautiful-
hair,
My
But you
thing
can
is,
have
why
or
does it
long
matter
straight-
to you?
Yeah.
All right. So if you
What
have,
do you mean? Why does
if
it
you
matter to
have
me?
people-
Yes.
That I care about it?
Yes.
Because at the same time, you're putting a feature on a pedestal as that you can't get that with another black person.
But what is that person's life doing to you?
It's not about
What
that.
is
It's
them
not-
being with that person for that reason doing to you?
Bro, it's not. That's like the so.
it's
Drew's backing out the
it's
conversation.
frustrating.
I am.
Huh?
How?
That's the back out route. You say I don't give a fuck about nobody. What they decide, what they do.
Yeah, it's
Because that's how I feel too. But
because alright, so I'm gonna say it like this. Okay, just because it's a sign of self-hatred. Not everybody, they may not have self-hatred or it's like
okay,
okay.
it's self-hatred.
I'm gonna say it like this. Hold on, it's right here. Let me get it out, my
Go ahead,
brother.
go ahead, please.
Alright.
Fix your glasses.
Yo, who
Alright,
phone
yo,
is
that
that, bro?
shit is-
Shake, come on.
Come on, man. Come on, Mr. Popular.
No, it's not me.
My bad.
Alright, so
Took out two phones?
Come on,
alright, so
Russ.
that wasn't me though. It was on vibrate the whole
He
time.
got two phones and they both went off. What does that say?
Alright, so alright, I got it. That's not me.
Oh, that's What is that? That's over there?
Could be.
Is that me? Nah, it ain't me.
My shit don't make no sounds.
Alright.
I don't get messages.
Alright. Anyway.
Yo,
What?
Alright.
you caught your train of thought?
Yeah, I caught it. Before I lose it, shut up. Alright. Self-hatred. What is self-hatred?
You think
That's
that's
a good question to
self-hatred?
start
That's what
with.
you were saying.
What is your opinion of
what's
self-hatred?
what's
You was gonna
self-hatred?
say. You were gonna say what you.
Are you
was
asking
gonna say
us?
that's
Yeah, I
what
want to
self-hatred
know
was.
what everybody
I
else.
feel
Let's
like
start with Austin first.
What is self-hatred?
What is self-hatred?
I'm so bored.
I'm thinking.
I'm wondering.
Self-hatred to me is when you look in the mirror and you hate yourself.
But that's obviously the.
Oh, good one, dude. All right.
Thank you, Mr.
You don't like.
Now, what does that entail to
you?
you?
Don't. You don't like your features. You
Right
don't like certain
on.
things on your. You don't like certain things. Like I hear
You don't
girls.
like your skin.
I hear girls all the time. Like women, black women in particular. They'll tell me. They'll say certain things about themselves that they don't like. There's a white women who don't like themselves either. That's why they always getting nose jobs and lip injections and all that shit.
They
like
don't
this.
like that. White women don't like to have fat asses.
Huh?
Wait, what?
White women don't like to have fat asses.
You sure?
They be like, my butt is big.
You sure?
Are you
Because
sure, bro?
But it don't be big.
Yo, bro, that shit is an insult.
I think it's more white males don't like white
One time I
girls
did
with-
call this white girl thick, and she got mad at me.
Yeah,
I think
because
it's
they
more-
see it as fat.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's more of the perception from the white males who's like, yo, I don't want my girl to be fat. So they don't
We
think
need
that.
some
But
white people in here.
we do.
Mm-hmm.
We do.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Good
Good job.
Alright, you got a definition of self-hatred?
Self-hatred. Hatred directed towards oneself rather than
Oh, great. Oh,
some people.
oh.
Bitch.
Get in my car.
All right, so Amani class said self-hatred versus history of black self-hatred. Let's separate it. That's a good.
It's
definition.
not-
Oh, boom. So
That's
okay.
where I think
Alright,
you were
so-
headed. Where I was
Boom.
headed.
Okay.
Go ahead, Shake. Brother Shake has a word.
So my thing is, if you my thing is if you change your features, because we've seen this before.
Michael Jackson.
People lighten their skin. He had disease.
Yeah.
People lighten their skin.
Sammy Sosa.
There we go. Very pink.
Charlamagne the God. Just kidding.
Vibes got to.
I'm just kidding.
Nice.
Yeah, they lighten their skin, straighten their hair, like
Does that mean
Change
stuff
their
like
eye
that.
color.
Change your eye color to appeal more to an audience who, because they say, oh, lighter skin appeals more to people.
Listen, in today's
I don't think you
society.
finished though, but
Oh my bad.
It's all right,
In
bro.
today's societies, Eurocentric features of what people think is beautiful.
right?
So most of the times people.
I think that demographic is changing though.
No, I mean yeah, obviously,
Yeah.
but the thing around the world and how long it's been is green eyes, straight hair, skinny body, and pale skin is what the media perceived as beautiful.
Basically a vampire.
So there's a lot of self-hatred that stems from that because you're grown up to think that you're not beautiful in a sense, even though that's not true. So you go to be with somebody who has those beautiful features so that your kids can have it. Actually, it's a historical thing in the Dominican Republic as well.
Speak.
So
you can
like,
tilt the mic up.
sorry. So like
Don't
a lot of it is more of like future cleansing of what they call black features. So
Is
that's-
there's a word
that's-
for this, isn't it?
huh?
Never mind.
Yeah, genocide.
What?
no, stupid.
Trying to get
So
rid
that-
of all of us.
That's what I mean by when I hear people say, "Oh, I just want to be with somebody who's gonna give my child nice eyes and you know beautiful skin."
You're trying to clean their
I see
bloodline.
you're trying to clean your bloodline because you're not okay with the way you look, and you get up in the mirror and you say, "I'm ugly," when that's not true. But
How you feel
So
about
speaking-
how you feel about people who wear makeup?
I don't
Do you
think.
think there's a sense of self-hate?
I think everybody wears makeup, so it's
It's
hard
an
it's hard
enhancement.
to equate.
Not
that
everybody.
So you can find a woman in every race that wears makeup, can't you?
Absolutely.
So then I don't think that's self-hate. That's more of like an enhancer.
That's what women like to do.
What about the women who wear excessive makeup?
Now I think that's
Who wear
more.
makeup daily.
I think that's more
Every
of
day.
insecurity.
They go to the
Because-
gym with makeup.
Yeah, I
You
think
don't
that's more of
self-hate?
insecurity.
Why do you
Why?
separate that?
Because I feel like you're trying to enhance what you.
You just said that.
Okay.
You said that's what self-hatred was.
got you.
I
Trying to
guess you. I
enhance.
guess you can say.
I got
I
you.
feel like it's more insecurity.
What tag me?
Go ahead.
All right.
Don't look over here. Talk to Shake.
No, I'm talking to you.
I may be slipping on this one.
Because you know I'm
No. You was on point. You didn't back down.
I think
This
I
is
said
good.
a lot.
This is good. You can't like I think it was your sister that just said this, right? Amani class. Amani class. So AK said.
Not for a second.
So basically, what she was saying is the difference between self-hatred and basically self-hatred with your race. Mm-hmm. Now, you just said that, like, it's broad. Women do like to put on makeup. Some women don't. Some women do. And then there's an excessive amount of some women. Class. So basically, I want to say insecurities, right? Mm-hmm. Like, that could just be with. It's not about your race. Like, it's kind of like,
Ghost, you're not saving me right now.
Let me say you right now.
He said nothing.
Basically, what I'm trying to say. Let me say this. Okay, let me say it like
I'll
this.
take that W.
Okay, so it could basically say like this. It could be a woman who wears excessive makeup because she don't like how she looks. It doesn't have to be about her race. It could just be how she looks. And there's a woman could be wear excessive makeup because she's trying to cover up or trying to get a lighter complexion.
Why don't we get a woman to call?
Did he say something just now?
Nope.
Any woman?
I feel like he said something.
That niggas wasn't listening.
So if you
just I don't know. You're saying that they're changing features for something.
It's two different things.
People who wear colored contacts.
It's two different things. It's two
Wait,
different
who
things.
still wears colored contacts?
Vampires.
People still wear colored
Are we
contacts.
talking about? Who we talking about?
Bro, people wear
What you
colored
mean?
contacts.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't seen people with colored contacts in a long time.
Yeah, man, it's a cover.
Where you be at?
Work.
We work.
People wear colored contacts.
You know where I work at. And they be out there with colored contacts.
But
and blonde wigs.
I just want to.
It kind of goes back to the intent and the reason why. What is your reason for doing it? If your reason is just to say I like it, and there's nothing deeper than that, cool.
So
but I think
if I like blue eyes and there's nothing deeper than that, then there's no problem.
But sometimes, look.
Not saying that I do. I think
if you like blue eyes, right? You're talking about just eye contacts, right? You're not talking about I don't like blue eyes, so I want my kid to have blue eyes, so I'm gonna specifically date people with blue eyes. That way, have an increased the chance of my child. Are you saying that, or are you just saying eye contacts?
Is that a bad reason?
That's a bad reason. I think so. My opinion is if you're trying to basically like be a scientist and create your own, child, and you want your child. What's your reason?
So your reasoning to be with a black woman to get a pure black child is that different?
No, I think that's just me saying I wanna. It's my
You want
pride and my pride in being black.
Some people want to change, right? In their generation, some people don't mind that, but some people want it to be purebred, right? It's like, how do you justify one over the other?
It's not. It's like I said. It's intent. It's all about intent. That's what I'm saying. It's like what we was going off of. If you saying the reason why you date white women is because I had a bad experience with black men, or
you see Austin's face right now?
What?
I'm
No,
listening.
you trying to listen? Yeah. So if you
This
saying
nigga Afro sweating, yo.
I know I'm hot.
if you saying that you want to date white women because of a negative experience with black women, and it's like when it's just your intent is negative. So I want to date a white woman because I don't like. Look,
we're going in circles.
Wait, how is that negative? If you had a bad experience and you seek change, how is that negative?
Wait, but what?
Because
hold on. Shake has something to say. You've been wanting to say something.
Come on, Shake, speak up.
So let's keep cutting him off.
All right. So if you're seeking change, there's nothing wrong with that. With seeking change.
Shout out to Seek Reduction.
But if
no, stupid.
But
seek and change.
But if your intent for seeking that change is no other than, I had a bad experience. All right, cool. Now you look for something else. But it's like, you know what? I had a bad experience with black people. All right, the race is out of here. I want to try something else. Now let me go on to white people. Now, what if she has that same experience with white people?
Then she's going
to
Chinese.
Keep running around. Look at the Asian. And then I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go to
Get
India.
you a halal.
While it's on my mind,
While it's on
my mind, I just want to say this. Sorry, then you can go. While it's on my mind, I want to say this. Just with that, like, do y'all think that?
He said that falafel.
Do y'all think? Do y'all think that black people change their character in front of other races? So if I'm talking to a white,
we all got the white voice.
You just literally
took it a whole different.
No, I only asked that because it connects with like what she was saying. She said, "Oh, I had a bad experience with black men." Right? Mm-hmm. What if she changed herself to cater to the white man or any other race? We don't know that, but I'm just saying.
What would make her do that though?
Because
what behaviors would align her to want to change?
Yeah, we already.
Okay, so I wanted to say this. There's two things I want to say. If any woman
you wanted to say.
If any
Kyrie, stop touching them.
It's not going to be a singer so bad.
You ain't gotta put your elbows on the table either.
Sorry, I'm not eating dinner.
We drinking Henny.
Showtime. Anything. That's what I'm looking for.
Anything is possible. You
So there's two things I want to say. I want to ask if any woman wants to call in and give us a lecture about makeup, because none of us wear makeup. We're all guys. We don't know anything about makeup.
Half the shit we talk about on here, we don't really know about.
Yeah, so please,
we're not professionals.
Please let us know if you want to call in and let us know so we can figure out the real opinion of self-hate and insecurities regarding makeup.
Who wants to call in?
To the damn show.
You haven't met a guy that wore makeup?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Actors wear makeup.
No, I mean like
you wear
regular nigga.
Come on, Kyrie. Come on, Austin. You know damn well they're men out there wearing makeup.
I know a dude that went from dude to lady.
No, I'm talking about regular dude.
No, I don't know no regular dude.
I don't know dude.
Would you consider Blistex as makeup? That's it. Because I see makeup. My opinion is I see makeup as an enhancer. So if your eyes look whatever or your eyebrows look whatever, people they use makeup to enhance their beauty.
So I'm enhancing my beauty with some Blistex on my lips.
Yeah, because your shit could be chat.
So I gotta be like Lil Mama and have fucking.
Nigga said this shit could be
lip gloss popping.
Right? Oh, it's popping now.
Shit, some of y'all Blistex be looking like lip glossy, you know.
Nigga.
I'm just gonna say no to that.
You wanna be glossy, nigga?
I'm so glossy.
Yo, imagine we get to a point like where like
we already
niggas, no, I'm saying like straight men wear makeup, like just on a regular.
They have that.
Yeah, it's already there.
Really? It's called war paint. Swear to God,
it's talking about what they play for football.
No. It's a makeup line for men called war paint.
Really?
Yes.
I'm about to go buy that.
I can see a straight dude wearing makeup. I can see a straight dude wearing makeup.
I've been looking rough these days, man.
Yeah, you might need a what do you call it?
Like I can see eyeliner or something.
Contour.
Yeah, you might need a little contour on your
What's it called?
You better not come in here glowing.
Highlighter, nigga.
Yo, next show I'm gonna look like a fucking wax dog.
Facts.
You're looking mad greasy.
Facts.
War what?
Huh?
War what?
War paint.
Wait, you really gonna do it?
For reflection of the light is gonna be off your forehead.
I need to see what this is.
I need to.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
But yeah,
Did
also
you look into that?
Shake was trying to get some concealer.
The fact that I seen it means I looked into it.
Yes,
I did. I just asked you a question.
You can see this nigga lip
But my thing is, you sent me the DM talk about yo, they got that war paint.
Imagine Shake with some eyeshadow.
So I wanted to read off a couple comments from the post that we posted up.
I had a few myself.
Hold on, Tyler Ray said, call in how? You want to tell her how she can call in?
So you could actually, I'm not.
All right.
So if you go to the Yah Mans and Them live page, you can call us directly on a DM. So you can go to the DM and call us directly.
Also,
this is war paint shit is legit. This is dead ass. It's dead ass. Yo, I'm buying y'all all war paint gift cards.
Wait. Yo, this is the night out set.
I'm buying
Hey,
y'all
if this catered to making your beard look better, I'll buy it.
Foundation. That's what it's called. You might need some foundation.
Because without foundation, there's no building.
I'm not wearing no.
Bro, you know you gotta sharpen up your little eyes.
Yo, why you slapping your eyeball?
Yeah, I'm buying y'all all $25 gift
not
cards.
buy me no war paint.
War paint gift cards for all.
Next thing you know, Drew gonna be taking selfies with the fucking foundation. You know, on Instagram.
Hey, yo, Drew, your skin looking real smooth lately, bro. You got the little.
Well, they did a great job trying to make it masculine.
Yeah, war paint.
Nigga, a brolic dude.
Look at all these brolic, tatted up men putting on makeup.
I'm like, yo, Drew, what's that? He got that little sponge, you know, little sponge.
And Gus,
You stupid. Yeah, where my eyeliner at, B?
where my eyeliner at? Hey, yo, Drew, I see you with my shit.
Also,
my eyes look, nigga.
I
You
want-
glowing, my
I
nigga.
want to
I gotta
say
get my
this.
eyebrows threaded.
I want to say this: if you are in an interracial relationship, please let us know. Give us a call in. You know, if you want to tell us like how it goes, you know, let us know. We definitely love to talk about it.
Get your damn elbows off the table.
My bad.
Nigga said, get your Sam.
Too much of that foundation.
But interracial dating. What I think about interracial dating.
So I want to read off some
What
of
we
the
think
comments.
about
Off the,
interracial dating. Kyrie, what you said?
This is funny.
Nah.
I want to read off some comments off of the post that we posted. Basically, we posted in the
You said posting like 3 times.
You're right. So one person said basically every brother ain't a brother. What do you think about that?
Right.
I think that's regular shit. Just automatically assuming he, you know,
Ain't my
he just
He wrote brother.
Yeah, he wrote every brother ain't a brother.
I agree with that.
every brother is not a brother.
Some brothers, damn it! I was about to say that.
Some brothers what?
Some brothers are sisters.
Y'all getting canceled.
A lot of people were equating the
Can't
bulldog
cancel black, my
comment
brother.
to his mom. Basically saying like, you know,
You don't love your mama?
If you saying she's a bulldog, your mama's a bulldog.
Yeah,
Which is true.
yeah. I mean, whatever you think about black women, you think about your mom because
That's what he was. He
Your
was
mama's
saying
a
that
big-
he don't think, or he wasn't generalizing what you call it.
That's if he was talking about all black.
Yeah,
women.
he wasn't saying. That's what he said in the backup apology.
Yeah, but
Austin
like I
said he
said-
don't. He
But
don't
y'all
think
all
so.
say-
Why don't
Wait,
people apologize?
you've dated out of your race.
Yeah, I've
before.
dated.
Have y'all all?
I have. Wait, no, I haven't.
You haven't?
I've never. It wasn't a date. It was like a.
it was a.
Yeah.
It was a.
Yeah,
It was
something
a.
like that.
That's the right word.
Yeah, it wasn't like a.
It was a
date.
smash and pass.
You Gus?
No, I haven't. I have not.
So you 3 guys haven't.
Now, like I mess with girls that was mixed, but it's like you're black.
Doesn't count.
I just said that.
He got mad excited.
No crayon.
Am I?
Yeah.
No partial.
Wait,
credit.
so hello, how was it?
What?
Dating.
Niggas not cake.
Dating another race, brother.
Was it the same? Was this in high school?
They have different. Yeah, it's way back.
Okay.
Oh, was it
It's
in high
like-
school?
It's like it's like cultural differences, but
High school.
it never. It's not a red flag to me, to be honest.
Now, what was the race? If you don't mind me asking.
Indian.
Oh, okay.
And then
Did their family greet you pretty well, or?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know. If they said behind my back,
canceled.
but I was a real
I
nigga.
just
You
did
feel
some
me?
shit.
Nah.
You said what?
I said I'm about to get canceled because I just did some shit.
Yeah, both did. Moving on.
shit.
We're gonna edit it out. Don't worry about it. Oh, you did it again.
Yeah, good.
Hashtag cancel Drew. Cancel Jay.
Shake did it too. Yes.
Shaking Drew.
I mean,
The Shaking Drew show.
it's different. It's different by like culture, you know, opinions.
What do you mean?
Like basically like how their family like acts towards you and stuff like that.
Did their family accept you?
Yeah.
Even
but-
Spanish people too.
Yeah. I mean, but there's
Yeah.
Spanish white people, Spanish black people, but I have dated Spanish like
I
white
don't know
people.
what a Spanish black person is. I'm sorry. I like. What is a Spanish black person?
The ones that say nigga.
Afro Latino,
Afro Latina.
Afro Latina, Afro Latino.
What does that consist of?
Basically, they're black,
Basically,
and they'll be like black Puerto Rican, or they're
I'm not talking about mixed.
Not even.
That's why I'm not. I
They
didn't
have
are
a close
they
heritage.
they are
Oh, wait.
descendants of Africa.
so I have a call in coming.
Yes. Put it through. Put it through.
Hello, you are on. This is Yah Mans and Them live speaking.
You're.
I'm your man's Austin Felix.
Oh, sorry, but you know you're on right now, right?
On blast. Put it through. Put it on the speaker.
Okay, yes, Amani has blessed us with the airways of calling in on this topic.
What up, Amani?
You guys,
Amani
shout out
Class.
to Amani Class.
Welcome to the show. I'm your man's Austin Felix.
I'm your man's Bello.
I'm your man Shakespeare.
Audio link mode.
Okay.
And that's Audio Link Mode.
We about to put you on the speaker right now. Just give us 1 second.
Why does
Snake
speaker get a
Mafia.
plug, right? You gotta.
Can you hear us?
Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh,
Here.
perfect.
You guys got 5 minutes.
Good.
Wait, talking about you called us.
No.
So
We're on the
Ask that
topic
question.
of interracial dating, and I just want you to give us your background on that, if you have any experience on that.
Come on now, you know I do. Right? I don't know why you're asking. But
It's called fronting for the camera.
Thank you. Can't you do it?
I do. Obviously, you know.
What?
It's
She
been
said,
like
yeah, no. She said, you know.
6 months now, yeah. But when I said, like, when you guys were talking about preference, I don't think if you have a preference, it dictates who you decide to be in a relationship or who you may like. Because I can honestly say that my preference is to date someone black, but right now I'm in a relationship with someone who's white. And
how is it?
Go ahead.
How is it? How is the...
You better answer
It's
wise.
real good.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, it was hard for me at first because it wasn't something that I was used to, and I was really like in the past year, I was really like on this whole like Kyrie knows, like I was on this whole like just learning about black people. I'm not gonna say pro-black because I feel like when people say that, they use it loosely. I was on this whole learning about our history, really like learning about the trauma that we've been through, learning about generational things that happen within our families, where I really think everything about relationships stem from. It really starts at home. It really starts with our parents. It really starts with what we see. So being with someone white was really, really hot for me.
The colonizer.
What did you say?
The colonizer.
Yeah. And I mean, the thing about it is, I mean, it's only been 6 months, but it's been really good. And
6 months.
I feel like we've created an environment to talk about things that are kind of difficult. But, like, I don't hold back. Like, just because he's white and I'm black doesn't mean that I change who I am or I'm not going to speak on something that bothers me.
All right, so
and that's happened. Like I've talked about things that I didn't appreciate or had to give a history lesson on why certain things come out. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? I don't know.
all right, so let me ask you this.
But
Let me ask you a question. So you said that sometimes you've had to give him a history lesson on certain things or whatever. So let's say something comes up, you guys are in conversation, and is there ever anything where you guys kind of disagree on when it comes to just your views on certain things?
No pressure.
no, but here's what I will say. This is what I've noticed, and this is just white people in general. They don't want to have the conversation.
Yes.
As much as you bring it up or you have valid points, they never want to have the conversation. So sometimes
Wait, you said they don't?
They don't have it.
Oh, okay.
They don't.
They don't want to have the conversation.
Right.
Right? Or they maybe even weren't expecting it because sometimes they're so sheltered or like
Right, it's uncomfortable.
It's really
that
uncomfortable.
They don't even
Yeah.
know what they're saying, right? So, but in our difficult conversations sometimes, I don't let up because I don't want it to be a thing where it's like, oh yeah, I understand, I get it, but no, like, do you really get it? Like, are you really listening? You know, because they'll be quick to be like, oh yeah, I got it.
He really does sound like.
I have a question.
Look at shake. Look at Kyrie's face.
So, don't you think that the fact that he
Yo, why does Kyrie look scared right now?
I'm just like waiting for him to.
the fact that he is with you, he has now subjected himself to the black issues or the thoughts you may have being a black woman. So
You said subjected himself?
yeah, for lack of better words, I'll say
This
that
nigga just turned into a
because
professor.
because now that he's entered himself into your life,
The black
and
world.
the black experience is what you live, is what you know. You also have to. I feel like you also have to try to understand him as well as he has to try to understand you. So if he doesn't want to have the conversation, do you see that as a problem?
Okay, so when I have to understand him, I feel like in my opinion, I gotta understand that he may not be aware of things he might have said that, or not might have said, because we haven't had like that happen, but he has to
still
be
early.
aware. It's almost like what to me is more important at the end of the day, a black woman or a black man in society. What's the importance? Am I putting more importance on understanding where he's coming from, or should I set the expectation that he needs to understand that this is serious? If he's going to be with me, a black woman in America, then he needs to know the severity of things that can happen, or people that may treat me differently in front of him. Like, no matter what, I feel like black people always try and find a way to understand where white people is coming from. Always try to make them feel comfortable. Always try to, lessen the blow instead of making it as severe to really make them understand. We always go out our way and they don't go out their way for us. So I feel like we have to stop doing that in general.
So how do you
That they need
feel?
to understand.
How do you feel? Like, what would you do? Because I think, for the most part, y'all live different worlds, right? Right? So what happens when, Thanksgiving is coming up? What happens when...
If you mention the food.
When...
He got man.
that's what I'm saying. Like, when he put...
We haven't gotten there yet. So I don't know.
So you still pro mustard then?
Wait. You stupid.
So listen, we haven't, like, it does. I think about that all the time, and I do ask. I've asked him, like, what do your parents think about like this? Because my mom, she don't care. Like, she's nosy, but then, okay, how do I say this and not?
Oh, wait, you've met his parents?
Sorry.
You've met his parents
Don't put
already?
me on blast.
You've met his parents?
Did you meet his
I didn't
parents?
hear that.
Did you meet his parents yet?
No, I didn't meet his parents yet. So we decided that at 6 months we would, like, after like really like dating, like, okay, then we could meet parents. I don't think like before 6 months I would even introduce him. So we decided that, and I haven't met his parents yet, but I have asked him, like, what do your parents think about it? And the consensus that I came up with is, like, if it were their preference, they wouldn't have that, but that they're not going to stop him.
That's not wrong, though. That's not
like,
wrong. That's just real shit.
Wrong.
Yeah, no, that's not wrong. It's just my sister, so. But yeah, it's not wrong.
I have a question. 2 questions actually. Where did you guys meet, and how long were you talking before you guys decided to date? Or did you jump right into dating?
We met through a slide in the DM.
Ooh, he slid in the DM. What he do? He did a little soccer ball.
She slid in his DM.
Oh,
No, he actually plays hockey. Like, he's real, like, suburban, We actually went to the same, like, school district. Like, I went to, in my high school, like, I went to Willenboro with Kyrie. Like, our, like, high school.
Ooh,
and
you
then
went
I went to...
Wait, so is it too much? Is it too much to ask for? Like,
Wait, but y'all didn't go to school together.
So she went to a different. So the high school me and her went to, we were all black. It was all black people. Then she switched over to a school district that was all white. So within that school district, they was in the same school district, but they didn't know each other.
When you say school district, you mean
multiple high schools.
That don't count.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's different from Jersey compared to New York, because New York has zones, but it's so many different schools.
So the people in this school know the people in this school?
It may or may not, because it's so far out, because it's suburban. So
you never went looking for girls in other schools in the same district?
Yeah, nigga, because in Brooklyn they like 2 blocks away.
That's the thing. It's so different. Like, I gotta go jump on like 73 just to go to.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I thought she was saying that they knew each other from school, but they don't know each other from school.
Like, everybody knows everybody.
Yeah. Okay. You can know somebody through a connection.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Could potentially know someone from a different school district.
Yeah.
Okay, so my second question was how long?
We're all really from the same area. That's really what it boils down.
Same county.
Okay,
So,
got you.
So how long were you guys dating? Or
Talking.
It's 6 months. Well, it's like 5.5 months right now.
No, how long were you guys talking before you started dating? Was there like a phase, or do you consider talking dating?
Or did you just jump right into it?
Love at first sight.
I guess we kind of did. I don't know. We didn't really like. It was just like a building of a relationship.
Okay. So they just jumped right into it. Okay.
Okay.
So they started off as going on dates and.
Hey, can I ask how he slid in your DMs?
PG.
What was his line? Like, what was his line?
Hi, I'm Bob.
I don't remember.
He was like, "Yeah, what's up?" No.
Why he had to go
Say hello, chocolate. My chocolate queen.
All right. Any more questions?
I want Wakanda to be real too.
He was like, I want to spread some.
Well, best of luck with everything.
Thank you, Amani.
Thank you
Really
for calling in.
Thank you.
There was some really good
Stay
insight.
away from the mayonnaise.
No problem. No. Hey.
All right. And
Hey, she like her little mayonnaise, right?
if there's raisins in
Hellman's only.
if there's raisins in the potato
Just-
salad, what do you do?
If you see Miracle Whip, you've gone too far.
Don't eat it. Don't eat it.
Exactly. You stay safe.
Wait, are you guys doing Thanksgiving together or no?
Kyrie hurt.
What is that?
No, I'm not gonna be here. I said, are you guys doing Thanksgiving together or no?
No, I'm not like pushy. I'm not like a pushy person, you know? He goes to, they eat dinner at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So he's going with his family up north, and, I'm going to Daddy's house. So, and they're quick to invite me.
Are you gonna see? You're gonna
Oh,
see
he not daddy?
Oh, he not daddy.
Oh, he not daddy?
He ain't reached daddy status yet. He not there yet.
Oh, man.
All right, well,
Yeah, we
thank you
appreciate
for calling.
Thanks for calling.
Thanks, Amani.
No problem.
Thank you.
And you are now
Hit that like button on the
and
video.
you are now a member of the Yah Mans and Them live family.
Hit that like button on the video on your way out.
All right.
Before you leave, can you just say family?
Say what?
Family.
Spit on my face.
Just say. Oh, there we go. All right.
All right, bye, Mom.
All right, guys. Round of applause. Thank you, calling. Thank you, calling. We had a great show tonight.
I'm glad we had that
Bluetooth
conversation.
mode.
This needed.
This whole
Bluetooth
time,
connected.
we needed someone who was in an interracial
I
relationship.
can't wait till we can start having Gus up here. Like,
Gus, he's here.
guests, like we have, like till we have like.
Yeah, I've been getting a couple of requests to come on the show.
Yeah, a lot of requests.
Nah,
Not
man,
yet.
they gotta
We not
call
there
in
yet.
first.
Oh,
We
word.
not there yet.
Show that
That
they
ain't special.
show that they with it by calling in.
Who you calling?
Somebody's calling.
Oh, Tyler's calling.
Hello.
Hey, Tyler.
Hey.
We got two.
Hey.
Whose phone is ringing? What up, Tyler? Is it Tyler or Talera?
He was calling her Talera.
Oh, it's Tyler. It is Tyler.
You was calling her Talera.
That's what someone told me to say.
Nigga, you just can't read. Talera said.
Oh shit. Oh.
Your phone dying?
Nah, I did some dumb shit.
You hung up on Tyler?
My bad.
Oh, it's Bluetooth?
Nah, yeah. Sorry.
She been in here though.
Sorry.
How you doing?
Bluetooth mode.
Oh, you got the light? That's how you look in the light? Oh? I said, that's how you look in the light?
Bluetooth connected.
Yeah.
I can barely hear y'all though.
Really? No, it's probably because of the Bluetooth and everything.
No, I can't hear y'all like at all.
Shay, are you covering it?
Nah, I'm not covering nothing.
Can you hear us
Can you hear us
now?
now?
Can you hear us now?
Kyrie talking to
My-
But you got the headphones in?
Nah, it's not.
Damn. Let me.
Wait, can you hear me right now?
Huh?
Can you hear me right now?
I can hear you a little bit, yeah.
Alright,
Fix your Wi-Fi, Tyler.
we just. What's your take on this whole interracial dating thing?
Can you hear us
I
now?
can't hear y'all.
What's your take on this whole interracial dating thing?
Hold on.
Maybe we should reset this for next week.
Nah.
I'll put the Wi. Take the Wi. Oh, I'm gonna work without the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, because your Wi-Fi is trash.
Yo, hey,
Whoa, what was you about to say?
He was about to say.
Yeah, you about to say suck my dick, huh?
I wasn't gonna say that. Hey, yo.
Come on,
What's
man.
you call the Yah Mans and Them live?
This is a holy podcast.
Do audio. You can do audio. Call me through audio.
I'm trying to figure out how to do that.
You think the aux will be better than the Bluetooth? Put that aux in. But yo, we had a lovely show.
Yo, we having technical difficulties, Tyler.
We might have to tell her to call back.
We might have to tell you to call back next week.
Audio link mode.
Yeah, she has been the whole time.
Yeah, she has.
Tyler, fix your Wi-Fi.
Let me see.
Calling on the Wi-Fi.
Is any record called?
Wi-Fi. Or me too.
Just wait. We almost got this, man.
We almost there.
It's connecting. Hey.
Go stupid.
Hey, Tiara, get on the Wi-Fi. Hey, talk to your mans in the live. Austin, Mello, and Gus. Kyrie and Shake is just us.
Why that nigga always making no fuss?
Okay.
Always talking shit like he want Gus.
Hey.
What?
What?
Hey, yo.
That foundation, bro.
Hey, yo.
Alright, she saw it, but I guess
She said, I don't know, it's my room.
Alright, but we can schedule one next week. I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy the
Damn, I
topic
really
next week.
wanted to talk to Tyler.
Yeah, I did. I know she has a really good take on what we want to talk about.
She's in an interracial relationship?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Damn. All right. So no calls? No. Calls? No. Calls?
And like this.
All right.
And
Yo,
like this.
you just finished watching a great show.
Hey.
I'm your man's Gus the Third.
Hey.
With
and
the word.
I'm your man's Bello. Hey.
Bello.
Austin.
Hey. Felix.
Austin.
Felix.
Hey. Austin. Felix. Hey.
Clap it up. I'm your man's. I'm your man's. I'm your man's Kyrie.
K-Class, and he like fat ass.
get him, Shake. Not last but not least.
Not least.
I'm Shakespeare. Peace.
Peace.
This was your man's and I'm live.
Hey.
Live.
Come and kick it with the coolest young man you can sit in. Going through some shit will get you right. Come and listen. Y'all ain't messing with the starting five. Who you kidding? Yeah, it's your mans and them. It's your mans and them. Ladies, you can pull up. We could talk, give advice. Fellas, we could laugh. We could joke about life. Gus, Shake, Kyrie, Bello, Austin.